Grace Thompson. I'm the CFO of Velsera. Velsera is a company that is in the life sciences, data analytics, and insight space. We were formed late last year with a combination of three separate companies backed by a private equity firm called Summa Equity based out of Sweden. And we are actually in the process now of trying to integrate those three companies. Launched a brand new brand in January of this year, and there's really no infrastructure in place. So trying to kind of bring everything together this year as one company. And so a lot going on. Again, I mean, you're bringing three different companies together. All of them were at different kind of phases of their evolution in terms of sophistication of solutions that they had in place. Some already had, a nice ERP solution in place. Some were already on Salesforce, for example, from a CRM solution. Others weren't, and so we're the challenges we're facing obviously is that we have to operate as one company. So we reorganize functionally, but the reality is we don't have the systems in place to be able to actually talk to one another and actually manage the business on a consolidated basis. I mean, well, the compelling event was bringing these three companies together and realizing that we're building a platform here. This is a company that we obviously expect really, nice organic growth over the next few years, but we're going to supplement that with M&A activity as well, right? So we need to have kind of a consolidated, ERP solution, CRM solution in place to be able to manage the business and then bolt on new acquisitions as they come up for us in the future. So Spalding is helping us with both our NetSuite implementation, so our ERP solution, as well as Salesforce. It's a Salesforce cloud, right? So as you can imagine, again, there really is no consolidated CRM solution. So we don't have a consolidated view of the customer right now. So we have, the same customer that may have, solutions within each of the companies, but we don't have a good consolidated place to really know exactly who those customers are, what they have from us, what they don't have from us, which we really need to have that insight to be able to effectively sell to them in the future. So I've worked with Spalding before. So I was the one who was responsible for bringing Spalding into Velsera. So I have worked with them in a prior life at another company, a company that I was the CFO and then COO for about 6 years. Another technology company, very heavily focused on M&A. I think we did something like 12 acquisitions in the 6 years that I was there. And you can imagine, all the different disparate systems that all these different companies had. Spalding helped us basically consolidate everything into a single source of truth within Salesforce. So that was a huge project for us that frankly, before we had that in place, had really hindered our ability to grow the company effectively. So having that experience with Spalding obviously is what led me to bring them in here as well, given kind of my history with them. So, and of course, they were great to work with then. They've been fantastic to work with now. The thing about Spalding that I really like, honestly, is that you get the experience of someone who might work with a really large systems integrator, but it's a smaller organization, so you get more hands-on, approaches from those guys. Well, I say for Velsera, we're not quite there yet. So we just really kicked off the project late last year. So we're still in the phase 1 implementation process, but we do expect to have Salesforce Cloud up and running in the next 30 days. And obviously, again, that will get us the ability to generate, real-time, sales roadmaps, sales pipeline information, understand where deals are within their stages. Like I said earlier, understand where, clients are with respect to having some, but not all of our solutions. So we don't have any KPIs in place yet, but those are the things that we're going to be looking to track once they're up and running. Spalding, I think, is unique in that I think they work really well in situations where you have private equity-backed companies, right, that are moving very fast. They don't have a lot of infrastructure in place. They don't have a lot of team members to devote to these projects as well. I mean, we all have our day jobs and we're lean already. So that's one of the reasons why I like working with Spalding, because they can come in and be that resource that you need to really kind of take control of the project and make sure that from start to finish, it kind of gets done. And it's not easy in these environments where we're constantly growing, we're adding new companies during the whole process. Again, don't have a lot of resources internally to devote to the projects. So with Spalding, I feel comfortable that they're able to navigate those environments better than other firms that I've used in the past.